Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, for the senses, entertainment only. What I'm actually doing today, it feels really strange. I'm in this bizarre energy of with my guides, in that I'm actually reading on energies rather than what is going to happen next, because we are in this state of dramatic change that is playing out, that it's almost like we know what the outcome's going to be. We just have to get through. So we're over halfway through this thigh-deep swamp that's in the bottom of the canyon of hell, basically. And so we're more than halfway through. I have the choice of going back to what was, which is a further journey, or we can plow on through to what will be. Now, it's really important at this time, while we're plowing through, is to understand that when these dictator regimes go down, there is going to be like a power vacuum. Our nature abhors a vacuum and always tries to fill it. So there are options of filling that vacuum with either something you want, or it will be filled for you with something that you don't want. So now, while we're slogging through what feels like swampy molasses, we need to decide what it is, what future we want going forward. And that, because these regimes, they're on the back foot, desperately trying to defend themselves. At the moment, we're fully in cornered rat mode, and they are facing downfall through treason and betrayal. So I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale. So it's very much for us to decide and us to start the ground roots movement to bring about this future we want. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. So just be aware, we can either fill this vacuum or it will be filled for us. So what I want to have a look at, I'm just going to nip into, because everything is going to be exposed. There's going to be, and we are going to be blindsided by some of the information that comes out. It's even us knowing we are going to be absolutely backfooted by some of the depths of the depravity of what comes out. Now, what I want to have a look at, I'm just after my very first, really, what the heck is happening, trying to get a handle on it, reading. I'm going to have a look at some of the little nitty-gritty bits and pieces. I want to have a look at Sergio Gore, long-time associate of the Orange Twerp, claimed he was born in Malta. That turns out not to be true. It appears that he was hushed from a long way back. Golfing buddy, close confidant, etc., being fully outed as a Russian spy. Now, was in the White House as a close advisor. The news is not covering this. What I want to have a look at, interestingly enough, is that word has come out, a leak has come out, that there was a Starlink satellite dish or something like that installed in the White House. There was also another one in the Pentagon that bypassed, that was a direct connection, that bypassed when I say in the Pentagon, I'm talking about in Hegseth's office as well, that bypassed the normal checks and balances of making sure that information wasn't shared to people that shouldn't be getting information. So I want to have a look at the fallout from Sergio Gore. Sergio Gore, that's literally all I've written, is Sergio Gore, Starlink in White House. It's literally all I've written. It tends to be what I do write, because I don't want to put too much bias. So what's going to happen here? Okay, what was Sergio doing in the White House to start with? It was the communication link to the Kremlin. I'm just going to put it there. Why did he get outed? Because the Kremlin have had enough. Trump has gone off track. He's unpredictable. He's actually no longer. Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. That was my doorbell going off. Delivery. Okay, so because he's gone off track. He's gone off. He's not following the auto cue. That's what I'm getting. That's why Sergio was revealed. So show me. Because the felon's gone off cue. Is this part of throwing him under the bus? Show me. Okay. Show me what was Sergio doing in the White House while he was there? Sergio, show me what he was doing. Show me what he was doing, what was happening. Just getting it was the way of receiving the orders from. Okay, come on down, let's have a look. Let's have a little look at Sergio. Right, Page of Swords, my whistleblower card. Bringing forth the sword of truth. So this was the exposure of Sergio. Oh, on the base. Yeah, it was full on chained to the devil, doing the devil's work. Two little birdies there, the Twitterverse, the communications across the airways. So this is thank you. This was the way of getting the orders across the airways. Right. Challenged by the star. And this is the narcissistic card as well. I mean, the star is a great card in that it's the star of hope and healing and the best of democracy and all that sort of stuff, but it is also about the narcissistic star. So Sergio, spy in the camp, thank you. Being challenged by the narcissist wanting to be the star. So I'm saying that the orange twerp went off track. He's not following the orders. Right, the foundations that he's stewing in at the moment was trying to spin fire and water to keep things balanced. That's the energy that Sergio was in. This is the here and now. This is the going forward. What was Sergio doing in the White House? Trying to. Okay, thank you. They're just saying he was being the moderator between the two countries. That's what he was. Temperance is moderation, etc. But they've just said the moderator between the two entities. That's what he was. Okay. In the past, we've got the mercenary, the mercenary in the camp, basically, crowning this reading, the false friend, the false knight. Okay, we've now got the Ten of Wands. The messaging just became too burdensome and too chaotic. So they've brought it to an end. Felon 45 thinks that Sergio was a friend, but he wasn't. He was a plant that was put there to be the go-between, the mercenary, the go-between. I wonder if he's going to feel betrayed here. Externally, the smoke and mirrors, the poor choices, the emotional wool over the eyes externally, clouding the waters. Internally, we've got end of a cycle. Yes, absolutely. Been exposed, end of a cycle. So this is confusion. So confusion to muddy the emotional waters, the choices being offered up to the felon externally. But it's been brought to an end. Hopes and fears, volatile information is going to come out with that Knight of Wands. And the outcome, the Six of Cups, the gift of the past, has been brought to an end. And we've got the Knight of Wands, actions going to be taken and unexpected messages are going to be presented with that Page of Cups. And then we've got the Eight of Swords, restriction, the Five of Pentacles out in the cold. Legal restriction, could be prison time. But I think there's going to be some sort of he's been abandoned by Russia as well as what I'm getting. It's almost like there's going to be some sort of negotiation to return him to Russia, but Russia doesn't want him. We've got the devil. We've got the contracts and agreements, and then we've got the truth, sort of truth coming out. The Six of Swords, packing up the truth and moving forward, and it's going to be quite brutal with that Knight of Swords, and it's going to be about the hidden agenda. The hidden agenda. What was hidden is going to get revealed. He's going to be made an offer to share big information about potentially the election with the Ten of Cups there. Okay. So is Sergio not done with him by a long way? Is Sergio I don't know that the Russians want him back because he failed. Is just a couple of cards. Is Sergio going to return to Russia? I'll just grab my yes no cards. There's 12 yes, there's 12 no, and there's 2 blanks. Sergio going to return to Russia. Yes and yes. Yes, yes, yes he is. Yes, he's going to return to Russia. Right? Don't even know if he's in the country anymore. Was Sergio the go-between between the Kremlin and the felon? Was Sergio the go-between between the Kremlin and the felon? Yes. Okay. Not even looking at these cards. I just been told when to stop. Is he going to spill the beans? Sergio and to spill the beans. Why are the media not reporting on this guy? Blank. Not yet written. Will he eventually? It's not yet written. They're still playing it. Will he eventually? Yes. Think. Let's have a look. Will Sergio expose the felon's treasonous actions? Yes. Yes. I pulled that one out of the middle there. Yes, yes, yes. As do I want to ask? It's just a bit quicker than pendulum, that's all. Is the felon worried about this? Is the felon worried about Sergio? Yes. Yes and yes. Believe it or not, if you have a look, yes, yes and yes, I do have equal amounts of yes and no parts. But yes, yes and yes. Yes, he is. He's worried about this. Okay. Karma and a sort of truth. The truth coming out. I'm just going to say we are in complete cornered rat mode. This is going to, for all of these regime leaders, where they are going to be turning on each other. They're going to be trying to get the upper hand. And what's going to happen is they're just going to tear each other down. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. See where it leads. This is big news story. Okay, catch you shortly.